going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Your host, Joseph Hadid. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday, October 20th, 2023. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, to youtube.com, searching us by WWSUP by Joey on youtube.com, searching us for the daily sports updates. Wherever you may be listening across the world, country, day or night, wherever you may be, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you nonetheless. You are great supporters, great audience, for sharing it out and subscribing and liking it, and let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about, which is really greatly appreciated because we just hit 2,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen, on our YouTube channel, which is pretty awesome. We went up from 1,600 to now 2,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty awesome. We can't thank you enough from the bottom of our hearts. So we actually got 400 subscribers, within the last couple weeks span here. So we're on the right track. We're on the right track. So we're doing something right. And without you, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot have done this without you. So we really appreciate it. Hopefully we can keep growing and make lots of equity and revenue as we speak. All right, and you never know, ladies and gentlemen, we might down the road hit the marketing business, where we might be selling some merchandise. So how about that? Worldwide Sport Updates, selling merchandise, and all of you fans out there interacting. If you're interested in merchandise, once we make a lot of good money, again, revenue, a lot of profit and stuff, down the road, you never know, there might be some merchandise available from Worldwide Sport Updates. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of grounds to cover, and that's lots of sports that transpired this past week. What a busy week in sports it was, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right to it. We're going to first start off, ladies and gentlemen, with Alyssa Nakken. You all know who Alyssa is. Her name has been out there a lot, or maybe you haven't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is thought to be that she is MLB's first female manager candidate. And she got interviewed by the San Francisco Giants this past week. Let's get right to that article. Already a pioneer for women in MLB coaching, Alyssa Nakken, ladies and gentlemen, continues to make history after interviewing, ladies and gentlemen, for the San Francisco Giants manager job, according to the Athletics' Andrew Bagliari, yes. Nakken, ladies and gentlemen, 33, is believed to be the first woman to ever formally interview for a managerial position at the MLB level. She was among the first round of the Giants' in-house interviews this past week, along with bench coach Kai Correa and third base coach Mark Hallberg. Hallberg is currently believed to be the in-house favorite, per the San Francisco's Chronicles' Susan Saucer. Nakken was originally brought to San Francisco's coaching corps as part of Gabe Kepler's 13-person staff that he put together ahead of the 2020 campaign. Kepler was revealed of his duties as manager on September 29th. Since then, Nakken has been working as an assistant coach, focusing on the areas of base running, outfield instruction, and in-game preparation. She was deemed to be a critical piece of the Giants' record-setting 107-win season in the year 2021, as dugout legion to pinch hitters. So back in 2001, when the Giants had that record-setting 107-win season, which was a great win that season for them, She was part of the dugout legion to also to the pitch hitters. So she was involved with the pitchers. Pretty amazing stuff, though. I mean, she's the first MLB, ladies and gentlemen, to get involved for an interview position to be a manager in Major League Baseball. How exciting and awesome would that be? Women are going to make history, ladies and gentlemen. If not already, they have made history. They're going to get involved, and they're making their names known, nonetheless, and making themselves recognized that they really want to get to that level and they want to show what they're made of. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about women empowerment, so to speak, and they want to make a change. They want to make a difference. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. When you look at yourself at the mirror every day, you as a person, you know who you are, and you ask yourself, one of these days, every time I wake up from the bedroom, am I gonna be that person that's gonna make a difference or be a difference? You know what I mean? Like, am I gonna be a difference maker? Am I gonna be a change maker? You as a person, you ask yourself that. But pretty awesome stuff. What Alyssa Nakken is doing, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll keep you up to date on her progress, though. Hopefully she gets the job. Fingers crossed. Because the San Francisco Giants are interviewing a lot of candidates right now, but none have been confirmed yet who the manager is going to be for the next season. So as the San Francisco Giants, ladies and gentlemen, they were eliminated from playoff contention this year. They're now in the off season as they prepare to look for new manager candidates. And what a great way for Alyssa to make a name for herself. So again, she was part of their organization back then, as we mentioned, but now she wants to get to that promotion level as a manager, so which is pretty awesome. So we'll keep you up to date on her progress. If any new updates or reports come in that she is the perfect candidate for the job position. All right, let's shift over to more MLB news, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk about the Miami Marlins, who actually, ladies and gentlemen, they were in the playoffs. They got eliminated by the Philadelphia Phillies a couple weeks back. But ladies and gentlemen, do you all know Kim Neg, ladies and gentlemen, out as a general manager after the Marlins proposed hiring new president. So now they're in the process of hiring a new president, ladies and gentlemen, because now it's vacate. Because Kim Neg, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 years in the office, resigned. Let's get right to it. The Miami Marlins wanted to hire a president of baseball operations over general manager Kim Neg, despite her constructing a playoff team this year. Sources told ESPN leading to her departure from the organization Monday. Nag, 54 years of age, was the highest ranking woman in a major men's North American professional sports front office. The Marlins hired her in November of 2020 as the general manager. So yeah, she has been in office for 3 years, which is pretty awesome for her resume, but sad to see her go nonetheless. The first female general manager, ladies and gentlemen, yes, in MLB, the NFL, NBA, or NHL, so to speak. And her contract included a mutual option for 2024. In a statement, Marlins owner Bruce Sherman said the team exercised its end of the option, but Nag declined hers. Nag was offered a contract extension, and sources told ESPN Buster Only that she turned it down. So they offered it to her for next year, for next season, and she decided she didn't want to continue. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's switch over to more news here. You have all been hearing what's been going on with the Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, correct? And what's gonna happen in the year 2028? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Summer Olympics have added some couple more sports to the so-called event that's gonna possibly happen in Los Angeles in the year 2028. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk about this subject, flag football now, ladies and gentlemen, is added to that Olympics, Summer Olympics. So yeah, flag football is set for LA 2028 Summer Olympics. Baseball, softball, and more sports, ladies and gentlemen, have been added onto that list. Let's get right to the article. The 2028 Summer Olympics, ladies and gentlemen, in Los Angeles will have a few new competitions that will surely excite sports fans. Not to mention sports athletes, too. Pure Josh Appler of Pro Football Talk, that is. The International Olympic Committee has approved the addition of flag football, as well as the return of baseball, softball, cricket, and lacrosse to the Olympic Games. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell released a lengthy statement responding to the addition of flag football to the 2028 Olympics. In his quotes, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the International Federation of American Football on this landmark achievement for flag football and the global community that evolves and plays our game. It's a tremendous honor for any athlete to represent their country at the Olympics. We have no doubt that this decision will inspire millions of young people around the world to play this game in the years ahead. The NFL is committed to working together to strengthen flag football's place in the Olympic movement long term, and we look forward to continuing this exciting journey with IFAF, the LA 28 Organizing Committee, the International Olympic Committee, and USA Football. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of flag football being added to the Summer Olympics for the year 2028, Rob Gronkowski, ladies and gentlemen, former Super Bowl champion who retired, I think past couple years, ladies and gentlemen, he has tipped his hat that he is interested to be involved in the 2028 Summer Olympics. He won ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that is not familiar with Rob Gronkowski, he won a Super Bowl with the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll be something interesting for years. For what? We're talking what now? For years from now. So we're still in 2023, going into 2024. So yeah, you're still talking what? 4 years out still? About 4 years out. Yeah, 4 to 5 years out still. So plenty of time to prepare. Yep. So yeah. All right. Let's shift over, ladies and gentlemen, to women's basketball. The NCAA women's basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Iowa draws, ladies and gentlemen, 55,646. That set a record for women's basketball game outside. Let's get right to it. Iowa City, Iowa, ladies and gentlemen. That's where it took place. Lisa Boulder's idea turned into history. How about that, huh? The Iowa coach came up with a plan for her team to play an outdoor game at Kinnick Stadium with the hope of setting a women's basketball single game attendance record. So how about that? The NCAA women's basketball played outside, ladies and gentlemen, this past week at Kinnick Stadium. And Lisa Boulder, her idea, again, as we speak, turned to a massive history. 55,646 in attendance. How about that? And it's a single game. Iowa did that and more. The Hawkeyes, ladies and gentlemen, 94-72 victory expedition win over DePaul in the crossover at Kinnick on Sunday, again, drew an amazing 55,646 fans, almost doubling the previous record of 29,619 that was set by Connecticut and Oklahoma in the 2022 NCAA championship game at San Antonio's Alamo Dome. In quotes, ladies and gentlemen, you can have an idea and it could fall flat if nobody shows up. Boulder said in her quotes in a statement. But man, Hawk fans showed up today. 55,000, breaking the record, getting to play outside. It was a dream. It really was. It was just fabulous. Pretty much, I think she was a loss of words, and She was just stunned that many fans came out and showed lots of love and support to the Iowa Hawkeyes. And ladies and gentlemen, look, I'll tell you something here. You know what the old saying goes? Like, if you don't gamble, you don't win. This is almost like the casino. Like, when you go to the casino, like let's say you're bored at the house, or you have nothing to do, like on a Friday night or Saturday night, and you go to the casino and you're bored, like pretty much out of your mind, like from just like going to the casino and listening to music or hanging out with your friends, and all of a sudden you have the urge to, like, you say to yourself, do I want to gamble a little bit? Like, do I want to put maybe in a slot machine $50, maybe $100, or maybe in one of the table games, do I want to gamble maybe like $200 playing blackjack? Like, you say that to yourself, and you say, if I don't gamble, there's no way I'm gonna win any kind of money if I don't play, right? So with Lisa Boulder's amazing idea that she was talking about, possibly in meetings with with her people, with the front office maybe, and they took her idea into consideration, look how it turned out. It's truly awesome. Shout out to Lisa Boulder's tremendous idea. I mean, hopefully she will listen to this podcast and give me a big thank you, for just putting her out there and showing her lots of love and support to her tremendous, amazing idea to what she did for the organization of the Iowa Hawkeyes. So pretty awesome stuff though. And look, what can you ask for a better week this week, ladies and gentlemen? Picking up a victory against DePaul, 94-72 victory there. So. And speaking of the NCAA women's basketball season, it gets underway next month, ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning of November, possibly right after MLB World Series, is over. So right after the Major League Baseball ends their season with possibly a World Series champion by then. That's when the NCAA women's basketball season gets underway, and also for the men's basketball, nonetheless. So, but pretty awesome stuff though by Lisa Boulder's tremendous, greatest idea that she really came about, and it turned out to be truly ecstatic. In her words, again, it was a dream, and it was very fabulous the way things turned out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we need to, we don't talk much here on this podcast about the WNBA. We really don't. We don't talk about the women's basketball season that much during the summer. But we need to talk about the Las Vegas Aces. And they did something that has not been done, ladies and gentlemen, since the year 2001. Now, you're all asking me, what haven't they done since the year 2001? Well, ladies and gentlemen, since 2001, we haven't had a back-to-back champion. So, again, what am I getting at here? Congratulations to the Las Vegas Aces, your 2023 WNBA champions. They're back-to-back champions. They won it last year, and look at it. They did the ultimate possible again. And they triumphant to getting another championship for their organization. And for what's his name, Mark Davis, the general, the big guy, the guy that's involved with the organization for the Las Vegas Aces. Let's get right to it. All right, WNBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Aces become the first repeat champions in 21 years. Beat Liberty in Game 4. And by the way, shout out to New York Liberty, folks. They fought an amazing battle in Game 4. They only lost by 1 point. But they gave Las Vegas Aces a heck of a challenge and run for their money, in this amazing competition. What a game it was, ladies and gentlemen, in Game 4. Let's get right to it, though. The Las Vegas Aces, ladies and gentlemen, became the first team in 21 years to win back-to-back WNBA championships, getting 24 points and 16 rebounds from Ajaya Wilson, and a defensive stop in the closing seconds to beat the New York Liberty 70-69 was your final score in Game 4 of the WNBA Finals on Wednesday night. The Aces joined the Sparks. Again, the Sparks were in 2001-2002, and the Houston Comets back in 1997 and 2000 as the only teams in the league history to win consecutive titles. Las Vegas did it without starters Chelsea Gray and Kai Stokes, who both were sidelined with foot injuries suffered in Game 3. Gray, the 2022 WNBA Finals MVP, was constantly in the ear of her teammates during timeouts and shouting encouragement from the sideline. Las Vegas also was missing veteran Candace Parker, who had foot surgery in late July. So again, congratulations to your WNBA Finals champions, back-to-back champions, your Las Vegas Aces. And ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Becky Hammon, the greatest of all time head coach for that organization, and what she does to this to that locker room, and what an inspiration and true leader she is to that organization in its entirety. You know, she knows what she has in her locker room. She stated that after her whole team, as the whole organization won the WNBA Finals Wednesday night. She said, I know what type of players I have in my locker room for us not to be able or to be capable of repeating as champions. And you know what? She did it. So what a story for the Las Vegas Aces. All right, truly awesome nonetheless. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some more amazing news that transpired this past week in sports. Nate Tibbetts, ladies and gentlemen, becomes the Phoenix Mercury head coach. So ladies and gentlemen, the NBA season hasn't even begun yet, but it will next week, starting on Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. Yet the Orlando Magic have to do some shuffling to their coaching staff. NBA insider Adrian Jaworski reported that Magic assistant coach Nate Tibbetts is finalizing a deal to become the head coach for the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury. He also reported that the deal, if agreed, will make Tibbetts the highest paid coach in WNBA history. Tibbetts was with Orlando since 2021. Before then, he had stints with the Portland Trailblazers from the year 2013 all the way to the year 2021, and Cleveland Cavaliers from the year 2011 to 2013. Last year's record for the Phoenix Mercury was 9-31 this past season, and they missed the playoffs. So for Phoenix Mercury, they were eliminated from playoff contention. They are in the offseason in the WNBA as they missed the playoffs with a record of 9-31 on the season. And now, ladies and gentlemen, they have signed and brought in Nate Tibbetts. From the NBA to the WNBA. So now that makes him now the highest paid coach in WNBA history. I think he did agree on that, ladies and gentlemen, because according to the article and sources, it said if agreed. I think he did agree. I think sources and reports did come in that he did agree on that position, and now I think he has become the head coach for Phoenix Mercury for next season. So congratulations to him, well deserved, nonetheless. And he grows his resume even more now that he shifts over from the NBA to the WNBA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have some college football. There's something buzzing in college football. Something smells very fishy. And ladies and gentlemen, this was just brought up to our attention from yesterday's sources and reports. The Michigan Wolverines. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the Michigan Wolverines, they are set to prepare for the Michigan State Spartans in a clash of the Battle of the Michigans, pretty much, this upcoming weekend. But the NCAA has some investigating to do, and they're definitely heavy investigating the Michigan college football team. Let's get right to it. NCAA are investigating Michigan football for alleged rule violations that are related to sign stealing. This investigation, the Michigan football program, ladies and gentlemen, is supposedly for allegedly violating rules that prohibit teams from scouting in-person and future opponents. Industry sources told Yahoo Sports the allegation pertains to NCAA by law 11.6.1, which reads, off-campus in-person scouting of future opponents in the same season is prohibited, according to sources saying. The Big Ten Conference received notification from the NCAA that the organization is conducting an investigation into the Wolverines, a league spokesperson said. The spokesperson declined to confirm any more details. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines are right now under investigation that they were scouting, ladies and gentlemen, while the season is still taking place. You know, it's still going on. And that's prohibited according to college football policy. So, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we get more details on that, you know, tune into our Twitter page, our Facebook page, for all the latest sports updates regarding this investigation. Hopefully by next week's podcast, we might have more information regarding the Michigan Wolverines. As of right now, ladies and gentlemen, the game between the Michigan Wolverines and the Michigan State Spartans is still expected to happen. There has not been any type of ruling where the game is going to be prohibited, or it's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be forfeited. You know, where they declare Michigan State Spartans the winners. There has not been any type of talks about that just yet. There might be today. I mean, who knows? Because the game is scheduled to happen on Saturday. I believe that game is set to begin. So yeah, the number 2 Michigan Wolverines will be taking on the Michigan State Spartans Saturday at 7:30 p.m. It is still scheduled to happen, folks. All right, that is still scheduled to happen. There has not been any reports or sources yet confirmed, or no talks about it yet, that they're thinking about forfeiting the game or prohibiting the game from even happening, or possibly a reschedule to the game. I mean, we don't know yet what's going to happen yet. But keep your eyes and ears open. Something might happen today. We don't know, because, again, right now, Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines are under investigation. And ladies and gentlemen, you all probably are asking, how did this investigation happen? Like, where did it take place? I have the answer for you. It took place from last week's contest when the Michigan Wolverines were taking on the Minnesota Gophers. And the Michigan Wolverines, they beat the Minnesota Gophers 52-10. I don't know if that was last week or the week, or I think it was it was, I think, 2 weeks ago. It was on October 7th, ladies and gentlemen, that the game between the Michigan Wolverines and the Minnesota Gophers took place. I think the Michigan Wolverines, they're now coming off a bye week, I believe. Yes. Yeah, so they're coming off a bye week because they didn't have a game last week. Or actually, did they have a game last week? Never mind. They did have a game last week. Last week, the Michigan Wolverines, they they beat the Indiana Hoosiers with the final score 52-7. That was last Saturday, October 14, 2023. The Michigan Wolverines beat the Indiana Hoosiers 52-7 as they improved their record to 7-0. But then on October 7, ladies and gentlemen, when the Michigan Wolverines took on the Minnesota Gophers, they improved their record to 6-0. But a lot of people are saying that's where the investigation is currently ongoing right now, from that game that took place on October 7th. So supposedly, the Michigan Wolverines are under investigation because they were allegedly violating rules again, that they were scouting. And that's prohibited from teams when the season's ongoing in college football. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, actually there's more information on that. The Big Ten Conference then, ladies and gentlemen, received notification from the NCAA that the organization is conducting an investigation into the Wolverines. A league spokesperson said the spokesperson declined to confirm any more details. So there's no information yet on how they're gonna go about this, but if anything happens later on today, keep your eyes and ears open, and tune into our Facebook and Twitter page for the latest updates on how they're gonna go about this again. But as of right now, the Michigan State Spartans game and the Michigan Wolverines game that is scheduled to take place Saturday at 7:30 p.m. is still scheduled as of right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. Tune in next week to our live recorded podcast. Till then, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, let everybody know what Worldwide Sport Updates is all about. Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community for all the latest sports updates, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Joseph Hadid. Take care of each other, sports family. Stay blessed and have yourself a great weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, again, keep your eyes and ears open on the Michigan State Spartans game and the Michigan Wolverines game. As of right now, it's still ongoing. But again, it could be postponed. It could be forfeited. It could be canceled. It could be prohibited too. So again, stay up to date on that. If we have any more information, tune into our recorded podcast next week, and we'll give you more latest updates on it for sure. We'll stay on tap. But if it's settled and there's no further investigation, then just tune into our Facebook page and our Twitter page, ladies and gentlemen, throughout the daily week for the latest updates on this investigation as it's ongoing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sports family, take care of each other, stay blessed, and have yourself a great weekend. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye for now.